worry about money again. My heart was pounding through my chest as I was escorted out of the only job I knew for the last 20 years. All I could think was, how am I going to provide for my family now? What am I going to do for money? How are we going to pay our bills? My chest felt so heavy from the anxiety. I felt like I was going to die. As I carried out my belongings, escorted by security out of the building, I felt like I had failed as a husband, a father, a provider. See, at this time last year, I was on top of the world. I had a cushy six-figure job. I had a fat bank account, and I didn't have a care in the world when it came to money. I'd just been promoted to a top management position at a tech company in San Fran. One day, I'm on top of the world, making more than I could spend. The next, the company I worked for was bought out by a bigger competitor, and the first thing they did was replace me with a 20-year-old for half the pay. And just like that, I'm kicked to the curb like I was nothing. When I told my wife I was laid off, I could see the look of disappointment in her eyes. She knew there were no more fancy restaurants, designer clothes, or nice vacations in our immediate future. The look she gave me made me feel even more embarrassed and ashamed. I'd lay awake at night and just stare at the ceiling, worried about how we'd make ends meet. We had a big mortgage payment due soon. We had 2 expensive car payments. We had our son's school tuition. And we had all the normal bills that really added up. Electric bill, credit cards, heck, even groceries and gas were getting out of hand. I thought about bankruptcy, but knew it would destroy our credit. All I know is, it felt like the weight of the world was on my shoulders. One night, my wife and I were talking over the last bottle of wine we knew we'd be spending money on for a while. And who knows, maybe it was the alcohol talking. But I just started swearing, frustrated at how poorly I was treated by my former boss. I'm so tired of these heartless companies just laying people off without a care in the world, I said to my wife. She just nodded, letting me vent. I told her I was going to fix it and make things right again. But this time, I'd do it my way. I was done with having bosses who didn't care. I was done with an alarm clock waking me up at the ass crack of dawn. I was done spending an arm and a leg on gas, sitting for an hour in California traffic. I was fed up with everything that came from slaving away for someone else. I wanted something I could do from home, so we could spend time together as a family. I also wanted to make as much money as I felt I deserved. I didn't want some preset income ceiling determining my worth or value for me. I wanted to only work an hour or so a day and bring in cash whether I was working or not. My list of demands sounded nice, but I still had no idea how to make it happen. All I knew was I couldn't afford to spend anything on the expenses of a typical startup, and I didn't want to spend months learning website tech skills or fancy schmancy sales. Nope, I needed a way to make money at lightning speed before collection agencies started lighting up my phone. Now, let me just say, I'm not a huge believer in destiny, but about a month after I was fired, I was at a Starbucks near our house. While standing in line, I saw someone I'd worked with. James left a few months before I was fired. I didn't know if he was fired or quit. I walked over and asked him what he was up to. I was planning on bashing our former boss, telling James that they recently canned me. But instead, I was shocked at what James told me. James told me why he wasn't working there anymore. He said he started using an online money-making system that a good friend had shown him. Before he knew it, he was making too much money to keep his job. At first, like most people would be, he was skeptical. But once he made his first $112 in less than an hour, he was hooked. And he quit his job the next day. $112 in less than an hour. Even better, James said it only took 20 minutes to get everything set up. These days, he wakes up at 9 a.m. each morning, strolls from his bedroom to the living room, opens up his laptop, and makes anywhere from $1,600 to $2,400 per day. And it only takes him an hour or so of work. No commute, no alarm clock, no boss, no high cost of gas. Just him, his laptop, and family around him. That's why he was here at the coffee shop. He was done for the day after making $1,543. $1,543. It sounded like the easiest money I've ever heard someone making, especially when James told me he spent nothing to get started. The best part? James was so proud of what he had accomplished, he was more than willing to give me a live demonstration. We met the next day at his beautiful home that he paid cash for. He showed me step by step how he was making money out of thin air. After about 17 minutes of setting things up and not a dime spent, we were up and running. Now, get this. I went to the bathroom, came back, and had $176 sitting in my account. $176! This was my money. Money that was mine to spend how I pleased. Money that worked out to over $700 per hour. I knew, right then and there, that my life was changed forever. As I was leaving, James smiled as he said, "I can't wait to see the look on your face as you wake up and see money in your PayPal account that wasn't there before you went to bed." Just as he predicted, that's exactly what happened. I woke up from a well-rested sleep and noticed $677 sitting in my PayPal account. $677! That's money that wasn't there before I went to bed. I didn't spend a penny to get it. I didn't even spend a minute on it. It was indeed the easiest money I'd made in my entire life. So easy, in fact, I kept refreshing the webpage to make sure it was still there. And it was. Real, spendable cash that seemed to appear out of thin air. It almost didn't feel real. Heck, it almost didn't feel legal, but it was. Things kept getting better. The next day, I made another $449. $449. That month, I pulled in $23,509. $33,509. Again, without any expenses or hard work. In fact, the next month, the payments got even bigger. $48,333 landed in my PayPal that I transferred to my bank. $48,333. Fast forward to today, and I still use this easy money-making system while sitting on my butt for less than an hour a day. And yet, I make more in a week now than I used to earn in a month at my job. Some days I'll work for an hour and then golf with my buddies. Other days I'll take my wife out to lunch, or I'll take my son to the beach or a movie. Either way, it's on my watch. No boss, no commute, and no more $6 a gallon gas. We paid off all our debt, our credit cards, and put a huge chunk of money away for savings. I'm getting ready to finalize building plans on our dream home. We're planning yet another vacation for next month, which will be our third one this year. Finally, after being so anxious about my family falling apart, I no longer worry about money. Let me tell you, that's such a huge weight off my shoulders. I still have to pinch myself some days, asking if this new life is real. In fact, my life turned around so fast, I wanted to pay it forward like James did for me. It became a payback mission for me. I knew there were so many people and corporations who were kicked to the curb like I was. By sharing this with others, it would allow folks like me and you to quit their crappy job and live life on their terms. Now, even though I only worked for an hour a day, I felt this system could be automated for people who didn't even want to spend an hour at their computers. I called James, told him my thoughts, and he agreed. Together, we hired a programmer to automate this system so that anyone could earn fast cash online quickly, easily, and automatically. When the programmer sent back the final version, James and I wanted to field test it. We sent it to all our friends, family, and relatives. Within an hour of sending it out, James's friend Jason E. from Maine made $143 in about 45 minutes. $143 in 45 minutes. In the next 48 hours, we got email after email and text after text from friends, family, and relatives who made money. My dentist, Dr. Francis, made $488 in 2 days. $488. My wife, Melissa, told me before she started, "No way, you can't make money this easily. There has to be a catch." Well, she made $650 in just 6 hours. $650. Her sister Anna made over $1,212 in just 22 hours. $1,212. And she was on vacation when she pulled this money in. She texted me, amazed that it literally paid for the vacation they were on right now. The results proved it to James and I. People from all walks of life could make $200 to $1,200 and more each day, sitting on their butts for an hour at home. So, let me ask you, are you ready to get hundreds of dollars a day just sitting at home too? Chances are, if you're still watching this video, you are. And the good news is, now's your chance to get access to this same software. we want to further expand our tests and let you access this autopilot income maker too. And you can only get it here, right now, with Activate Your Income. This is the only system that pays cash into your PayPal account while you're sitting on your butt at home for less than an hour a day. You can make hundreds of dollars over and over again like magic, and you'll never have to leave the comfort of your own home. Activate Your Income's proprietary software does the work so you don't have to. Because it's automated, there's nothing for you to do. Nothing. You just sit back and bring in huge sums of money automatically. It's true, your main job is to log in and check your PayPal balance to make sure it's going up. You don't need any tech skills, sales knowledge, huge investments, or any of that stuff. All you need is the willingness to sit at home for about an hour a day and collect $455 or more with this lazy system. Because this software acts as your very own personal ATM machine that hands you cash when you most need it, you can say goodbye to money worries. And no, it's not hard to use at all. If you can follow a recipe, you have all the skills you need to make this work for you. Step 1. You go ahead and secure your discounted copy of Activate Your Income. Step 2. Then you activate the software and let it do its thing. It takes just a few clicks to turn it on. Step 3. Sit back and watch the cash flow in as this software keeps working for you forever. With automated software, it does the work for you while you're on vacation, watching a movie, or sleeping. I want you to picture what kind of perfect life you'd have when you're raking in cash without lifting a finger. You can have all the time you want with your family. You can take vacations when you want and for how long you want. You don't have to wake up to an alarm clock ever again. You can work from home or anywhere else. You don't have to drive and waste money on gas. You won't have a boss telling you what to do. I can tell you from personal experience, it feels like a brand new life when you no longer have to pinch pennies and cut coupons just to barely get by. When you can bring your loved ones on vacations that make you proud as a provider. When you can spend unlimited time with them and not worry about life passing you by. No more anxiety-filled sleepless nights that come from worrying about money or bills. When you can buy them just because gifts. All of this is possible because Activate Your Income is a surefire way to flood your bank account with cash. Not only that, it will keep making you money year after year for as long as you use it. It doesn't become obsolete or outdated like other money-making programs that quit working after a year. This can't expire because it's built on principles that will always work. And because this software runs on autopilot, it works for anyone who wants to get ahead financially without needing startup money, tons of time, or experience. It also works regardless of your age, background, skill level. None of that matters. So if you're a stay-at-home mom or dad, a student, a senior citizen, retired, currently unemployed, or you're a lifelong entrepreneur looking for the best thing out there, this is the perfect lifelong income generator for you. All you do is follow the simple steps, click a few buttons, and watch the money flow in. Seriously, who cares how much gas and groceries cost when you're making $445 or more every day just sitting around on your behind? You'll never worry about the high cost of gas or groceries ever again. Look, there's no such thing as a legal way to print money, but Activate Your Income has to be the closest thing. Because you now have a truly proven way to generate cash on demand. All you need is a computer, a tablet, mobile phone, and internet service. And remember, you don't need any experience, technical skills, or sales skills of any kind. This 3-step system is so easy and simple to follow, a 5th grader could use it to start making money in the next week. You deserve this easy money. I mean, if you don't take it, someone else gladly will. So if you truly want to change your life and your family's life forever, you have the chance to access this software now at a discounted price. Trust me, you can't afford not to take this offer. Look, if the only thing that the Activate Your Income did was help you get rid of money worries now and forever, it would be worth $197, right? If this software allowed you to make a full-time income while sitting at home in your spare time, it would be worth $197, right? If this software allowed you to work where you wanted, travel when you wanted, buy what you wanted, and live a life you only dream of, it would be worth $197, right? If it allowed you to replace and pass your current job income in about an hour a day while you're sitting on your butt at home, it's worth $197, correct? The good news is, Activate Your Income does every single one of those and more. But I'm not even going to think about asking you to pay $197. In fact, it won't even cost you half of that. Because you're watching this special video presentation that James and I put up, we're going to do you a solid. When you take advantage of this special offer right now, you can grab your secure copy of Activate Your Income for a discounted price. That's it. No more future payments, no more monthly fees, none of that. Oh, and I really want to stress that there's zero risk to you as well. Just go ahead and order Activate Your Income today. Take it for a spin and see for yourself just how powerful it is when it comes to producing profits without any work. Really, if you don't see the results you want, heck, for any reason at all, you have a full 100% satisfaction or get every penny back. You've got nothing to lose and everything to gain. I think you'll agree, that's a pretty solid offer. I really want to stress something important to you. They say that the kind of life we have comes down to just a few crucial choices. This is one of those times. This is one of those choices. If you keep doing what you're doing, you'll keep getting the same results. Is that what you want? Chances are, if you're still reading this, probably not, right? When you want something better, you gotta do something better. This is your chance to change your life and your family's future. If not now, when? Especially since I've got limited spaces available. Yep, because I don't want to dilute the earning power of this software, I have to limit the number of people we let in. Now may be your only chance, and that's not hype. We simply refuse to give this to everyone because it would create too much competition among our users. That's why I'm strictly limiting this software to avoid saturation. So look below this video right now. Click on the button that says Add to Cart to claim your discounted price right now. You must act now to grab a spot before someone else takes what's available. This discounted offer could disappear the next time you pop in. If you want a 100% automated software that gives you the power to profit in 24 hours or less without needing to do much of anything, grab your discounted copy now. Of the two roads before you, the one on the left is the road you've been traveling already. It's rough, uphill, and full of pain. On the right, the road less traveled. That road is smooth, paved, and proven to be the easiest way to change your family's financial future forever. Choose the right road. Let's walk that road together. Today can be the day you start your journey towards quitting your job, paying off your debt, spending more time with your family, and getting out of living paycheck to paycheck. 1 year from today, will you be in a better spot financially? Will you be loving your life? Will you be somewhere different than you are today? Or will you be in the same spot? Remember, if you want to be somewhere different than where you are now, you'll have to do something different than what you're currently doing. This is as different as you can get because it works. It works now, and it will work forever. Look around. There's a lot of rich people who have gotten that way from not their hard work, but because they made better choices. Life comes down to choices, the right ones at the right time. Take the first step toward a different future. Order today